Your body has a language. You don't need to be told to listen to your body. You already are. You notice things. You notice when your energy doesn't rebound the same way it used to. When recovery takes longer than it once did. When something that never bothered you before suddenly does. Not enough to stop everything, just enough to register. That's your body communicating. I'm your host, Kayree Jonae, and this is The Weight of Her Story. Most high-functioning people miss this part. Not because they're not paying attention, but because they've been trained to prioritize performance over precision. So the body just adapts. It adapts to how it uses energy, how it recovers, how it manages stress behind the scenes, quietly, efficiently, without asking permission. That's not failure, that's intelligence. Here's what matters though. Adaptation isn't the same thing as alignment. A body can compensate for a long time and still keep you productive, capable, and outwardly fine. But compensation always has a cost, and that cost usually shows up as inefficiency long before it shows up as an illness. You feel it in subtle ways. You need more effort to get the same results. Things that used to feel automatic now require focus. You're managing fatigue, inflammation, or stress. Instead of feeling resolved inside your own body, you're doing things right. They just don't land the same way anymore. Nothing dramatic, just persistent. That's the language. Most people respond by tightening their grip, more structure, more discipline, more control. Because when results slow down, effort feels like the only responsible answer. But when effort stops translating cleanly into results, the issue usually isn't commitment, it's fit. Your body responds to how it's built, not just what you ask it to do. Stress, it lands differently in different systems. Food processes differently in different systems. Recovery follows different timelines. And when those differences aren't accounted for, the body doesn't rebel, it compensates. Compensation looks like staying functional while feeling slightly off, like pushing through the day that takes more out of you than it used to, like managing symptoms quietly instead of questioning why they're there. And because you're still showing up, it's easy to overlook what's actually happening. This is where comparison quietly breaks trust. You watch what works for someone else and wonder why your body doesn't respond the same way. Not because you think you're failing, but because you assume the instructions should be universal. They aren't. And your body has been signaling that for a while. The language is subtle. It shows up in patterns that repeat, even when your habits look solid, in systems that feel restrained without a clear reason, in progress that slows or stalls without any explanation. Most people don't ignore these signals. They just don't know how to interpret them yet. And because they don't know how to interpret them, they try to override them. They push harder. They commit more. They assume the body needs convincing. But the body doesn't need more motivation. It needs understanding. This isn't about slowing down emotionally. It's about getting accurate, about understanding what your body has been responding to, and why forcing is no longer working the way it used to. Because once you recognize the language, you stop taking the signals personally. You stop labeling them as a weakness or failure. You start seeing them as information. And when information replaces self-judgment, everything shifts. You stop fighting messages that were never meant to punish you. You stop forcing alignment where collaboration is needed. That's when alignment becomes possible. Until then, take care of yourself today, even if it's in just one small way, because you deserve that much.